So I'm walking into the show for my last day here at the show. It's Saturday, day whatever. They're all running together now, I just don't know. And I'm coming in here for the last time. It's still dark. Not outside, but in here a little bit. They haven't turned on all the lights. But man, I've had a good time. You know, I'm at this point, it's reflective because the end is near and you're like, ugh. Two things have happened. Number one, my feet are killing me like everybody else. And number two, I'm losing my voice because you just do so much talking and socializing and having fun. So I am, right now walking over to the autograph pavilion. I actually paid for some autographs, and that's something I'll show later and tell a story about it because I'm pretty excited about it, really. And I have $30 left in my wallet, so might pick something up, might not. We will see. I'm definitely just looking just to walk around and get a last feel for the show today and finish up on a good note and then head back to Texas. So there's Andy walking in front of me. I'm catching him. He's slow walking too. We're all hurting physically. So we'll catch you soon. Another cool thing is eBay. If you're here, they are here, and if you come up to their booth, it's great to do that because they have these 4 exclusive cards up here. It's hard to see, but DJ Ski made them. They're like Project 70 type cards. There it is. And that's today's. And yeah, you also get a $10 gift card for eBay. Yeah. All right, you know you've stumbled on something big when you come across Elite Co 3. No one's making a deal. Can't even interrupt him, which would be not cool anyway, so I'm not going to do it. But buying a card. Hey Andy, look, that's what it looks like to buy a card. Right over there. He's buying a card. Here, let's look at a case while we're waiting on Nolan.
Comes up as cardboard futures.
Cardboard futures.
Hey, how's it going, man?
You buying a card?
Buying a Kobe. I think you got a Kobe, right?
I did.
You got the 9 for like $250?
Yeah.
I got the 10 for 10 times that.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah,
one number matters.
One number and the card inside the holder is typically about the same, right?
You having a good show?
Having a great show. I actually got the VIP badge last night after the show.
Yeah? She
sold me the VIP badge for the day, and I got in at 9:30.
Fantastic.
So I'm not going through the cattle line, the
cattle
cattle slaughter line.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Great card to pick up.
Yeah.
Nice. These are some nice cases. Hey, how about Gem 10, Gem 10, Gem 10, Gem 10, Gem 10, Gem 10, Gem 10. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of them. Oh, here's 3 more. Yeah, $10 million worth of cards right there. Yeah, that's crazy, Andy. That's crazy.
What do you have, like
that's
12?
$10 million. He's got 13 of them.
13, yeah.
It's like $10 million.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're seeing like all week?
Let's buy them and turn it into 20.
Ooh, good idea. You might do that.
Yeah.
Or not.
When you're at the last day of the show and you just need to relax, you find Jeremy Lee, and this is what you get.
Knob Creek, smoked apple, smoked maple. So, a guy brought this to me yesterday. Said, "Here, I thought you'd want to taste of Canada, so the smoked maple. Let's do it."
We just do shots. Where else? This is great.
It's delicious, I tell you.
Cheers.
Back to the National and meeting in person.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, feel the burn.
10:30 a.m.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hair of the dog.
How delicious is that?
Keep collecting.
We might be at a historic event, ladies and gentlemen. Andy might be buying a card. Andrew's here with me with commentary. Oh, go ahead. He's got to go use the facilities.
Oh, yeah.
This young man, 17 years old, has an amazing group of cards here.
That's some of the old McGregors.
Andy and him are working on a deal. We'll see if something gets done. That Andy can leave the world's largest card show and actually buy a card. Stay tuned. Here's Andy. They're talking. They're figuring it out. I'm trying to make a deal for this card right here. Beautiful 84-85 star. Michael Jordan in a 7.5. There we go. Let's see if it gets done. They're talking. I'll let you know.
Appreciate it.
See you in a sec.
All right, Andy's waiting. Andrew and I are sitting here. My color commentator today, Andrew, enough set cards.
So we're working on a potential big deal here. There's co-owners on the card that I'm looking at, so he's having to go over and discuss the deal a little bit with him. So we've got, what, 30 minutes, Mike, before we have to get on the plane. So we're down to the last second here. So I'm either going to go home with one card that I got here or none. So stay tuned.
Time to get this deal done.
So Andrew, what do you think when a card has multiple owners? Does that bother you as a purchaser? Do you have a problem with that?
I mean, I guess it complicates the transaction, but you know, let's see if this can get worked out.
We'll see if it works out.
I have a couple of cards that I co-own with my brother, and one of them was one of them that he was looking at, didn't want it, but I was like, you know.
Your brother trusts you to make the deal, right?
Yeah, he does.
100%.
But it's one of those cards I didn't want to get rid of anyway. So,
Right, that's good.
yeah.
We'll
Stay tuned.
We'll let you know. Andy, is it happening?
Yo and hello, everybody. No, the deal is not happening. So he went and talked to his partner on the card. They're going to pass for now, which is fine. So I'm going to go home without any new cards with some money in my pocket, right? So
Till next time,
I'll
right?
find something else, right?
Till next time.
All right.
Hey guys,
And that's a wrap.
watch your show, man.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yep, we're leaving.
Heading out.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Cut. We are done, and we are spent. We are tired. Great time. I would do it all over again, no matter how tired I am right now. Go back to Tuesday. I'd do it all over again, but now we're gonna go get on a plane. We'll see you guys later. All right, so as you can tell, I made it back to Texas, and all is well. Got a little sleep on the plane. I can't sleep on planes. I don't know how people do that really well, but I at least rested my eyes, rested my feet, all that. Got home. Julie brought Norman to say hi, my dog, and so that was great. He was super happy to see me, and I was happy to see him and her. Andy and I flew back together. Andy's now on his way back to Oklahoma. Had such a great time with him. I got to stay with Andy and Mike, Canadian Cards, and JT, Triple Crown 24, and we had an absolute blast together. If nothing else, it just solidifies friendships. It reinvigorates the desire to talk more, and I talk to those guys all the time, but just the people that I saw, it just totally confirms how great our community is, how great people are in this hobby, and just a blast. So much fun. So, and you'll see that here in just a second when I start showing off some things. What I figured out was there were some random things that were throughout the week that I had forgotten to show in my recap videos. And I'm just going to kind of put it all, because today was not much of a buying day. As you heard in the video earlier, I think I had $60 in my wallet when I came in today, maybe 30. I can't even remember. It was not very much money. And so the pickups were few and far between, although I did get a couple of things, ironically. And had a really short time at the show today, this morning, and hopped on a plane, and here I am. A very short plane ride, couple hours, and back in Texas. So this will be it. The show is over till next year. And that's okay. Some people get sad, and there is some post-national blues that happens to some people. And I miss
the camaraderie. I miss the fun. But it'll happen again next year. That's okay. AC 2022, here we come. We're on our way. So one thing that I picked up the other day that I didn't mention when I picked it up that day was I found this. I got my 2021 Topps factory set. This is my 49th year of factory, or not factory, of complete Topps sets, 1973 to now. Maybe that's 48. Can't do math. I'm so tired still. I need to go to sleep really early tonight. But the fun begins because I get to catalog now all the stuff and all my spreadsheets and all the different projects that different things apply to. And believe it or not, that's one of the funnest things about picking up stuff is where does it fit and where does it go? And I really geek out over that and love doing that. Another thing I got a ton of all week at the show were these things. I'm wearing John's Sports Cards Nation shirt right now. The hobby is the people. So I got a lot of I got swag, people giving away T-shirts in different companies, and always good to have more T-shirts. I should have brought it. I didn't bring it. Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards, made me this awesome T-shirt with the 1934 Gaudy Lou Gehrig on it, and we were both wearing it at the party last night. So funny. It was great. Anyway. So much fun. Okay, so I got my Topps set. Really glad I got that. I walked in and I was going to find them because they only came out Wednesday, and they were $65 at this one table. I'm like, that seems a little expensive. Not a lot expensive, just a little expensive. And I said, I'm just going to go look at and see if anybody else has it. Sure enough, I walk 2 tables down and there's another wax dealer that had it for $55. And I was like, man, I'm glad I walked an extra 20 feet and saved $10. That's the thing, man. You just gotta, if you don't feel right about something, you'll find another one most likely. So that's what I did, and I was glad to get my Topps set. It go in the closet with all of its brethren. Yeah. So I think that's the only thing I want to show this way. Let's flip this sucker around, and I'll show you some more stuff and let you guys get on with your evening. Maybe we can all get some shut-eye. Hold on one second. All right, let's get through this stuff. It's a nice stack of stuff, but it'll go quick. A lot of guys that were there that I knew had made custom cards. I had some that I was giving away, and so many guys have done this, and I think it's funny because it's a great way to remember people. Like if they give you a card, I mean, we like cards, right? So I got one from Mr. Troy Rudder, TTM autograph, like the GOAT of TTM autographs. Troy Rudder. It's great to see Troy. Victor, all-time greats blog, but he's now the rookie card specialist. So thanks, I love it. It's got this is something JT did in honor of the Shore Griffey. So he got that done on an 87 Topps design. Brandon from Brandon's Baseball Cards had his awesome little business card here in similarity to an 83 Topps. So great seeing Brandon as well. John, Wade Boggs fan, got his card also. Again, these are just really clever. His is 73 Topps, which is what mine is. So of course I love it. It's even numbered 8 out of 40. Look at that. These are all great channels if you want to check them out if you're watching this. One of my favorite guys is Scott, Reindeer Studios, incredibly talented. He probably drew this of himself. I'm 100%, yeah, he did, because he signed it right there or whatever. But he's even got on the back, he's got I love it. Love it, love it, love it, Scott. Very creative, very cool. A mini card. Just awesome to get one of those, and great to meet Scott. Some guys brought me cards as well. This is from one of the great father-son teams. It's to me. I gotta open it. Let's see what we got here. This is from, oh, cool. So I got a personalized Dustin and Blake card. Blake was hit of the show. Everybody enjoyed, I think, meeting Blake. This was their first national, so it's cool to see them experience it and ask them questions. And Dustin's a great guy, great member of this community. And he also sent me a 2018 Topps Chrome Adrian Beltre refractor. How awesome is that? Thank you, Dustin. All right. These two guys were there. Of course, I didn't get a personalized version, which kind of makes me mad, but no, I'm just kidding. Ed Wesker Griff and his Shore Griffey, and then on the back it's a dual auto with Mike O with his Shore Griffey. It's just awesomeness. They just look so cool. Yeah, very cool. Great to see them again, as always. Then I got Jeremy IPTTM. He gave me a signed card of his son, Jathan. Get him sliding in there. It's fantastic. And Jeremy and I have a lot of similar interests. We were both looking for kind of the same stuff, and we both found a bunch of these, but only got 2. Here's one of them. I love the old players on newer cards for some reason, and I saw this Hank Aaron. It was in a $1 box. I bought it, or maybe I bought it from JT, found it in a $1 box, and then I got this one, Jackie Robinson on an 86 Topps design. Always cool. I saw Ryan, Card Collector 2, and he gave me a little package, and he said, "Man, Mike, you're hard to shop for." He's right. But he gave me some stuff, which is great. I'm gonna do this one-handed. I love the Stadium Club old ones too, because they're usually very cool pictures, and of course the photography on Stadium Club is really awesome. He gave me this Babe Ruth, a Ty Cobb, and of course my man Lou Gehrig. Oh, love it, and a Ryan Sandberg. Like a promo pack card, I think, is what these are. Awesome, 86 Topps design. He gave me a unautograph of Pat Hughes on this card here. And he gave me a 75 Topps MVPs with Ernie Banks pictured on it. He gave me this really gorgeous 1961 Topps Nellie Fox MVP card. Couple more cards he gave me were the 69 Topps Don Kessinger All-Star card and the 75 Topps Bobby Bonds, so that's awesome. Yeah, so just stuff that people would just bring you and hand you, and always much appreciated, unnecessary but very cool. And so that's that stack. Next up is, I went to the Topps Q&A. I think I told you guys in a video already, they wouldn't allow pictures or videos, so I didn't get to do any of that. But at the end, it was very standard. I told you guys that, a very normal Q&A from what I've been to before. And at the end of every one, they give an autograph out. I said it was Luis Robert. I'm going to show it here. Here's the numbered out of 150. They only allow 150 people into the Topps Q&A. They gave everybody this cool Luis Robert autograph. And let's see what it says. It's like a national thing. Yeah. You're a recipient of this limited edition 96 Luis Robert autograph produced exclusively for the 2021 National Sports Collectors Convention. I love that. I love stuff that helps me commemorate the event, and this is something that certainly does. So, very cool. One of the guys on Wednesday, I don't know if I said this yet. I can't remember what I've shown, but I got a Wally Joyner autograph on an 86 Topps Traded. He was one of the free signers. And then now we're going to get into some stuff that I got today. Then we'll go back again. It's a very random pickup for me, but this was from, I bought this from my buddy Andrew, Nusthead Cards, literally as I was about to leave. I only had a couple bucks left in my pocket. He had this, and he said, "Give me whatever you have, whatever." And I bought this from him. This is a Rick Barry Immaculate Collection autograph. Obviously a basketball Hall of Famer, and just, I don't know, it was just cool. And I was like, hey, I'll take that. And he was trying to get rid of them. He's going to use them as trade bait, but I said, I'll just buy it from you, and I did. So picked that up. So in the video earlier, I told you guys about eBay, and I was able to get, 2 eBay gift cards for $10 off. So those are great. And when you did that, they also gave you these national exclusive cards. I showed one of them. It was this one. Show it better here. DJ Ski did these, very similar in style to Project 2020 or Project 70, probably more like it. Just these cool little cards. And the one I really wanted and I got, I was excited when they handed it to me, was the Jordan. Very cool. And these are on the back. Again, it says national exclusive kind of thing. Yep, pretty slick like that. And then the only other card I bought was, found this in a cheap slab box, just the 61 Topps strikeout leaders. I needed that for my 4-decade set. It's got Hall of Famer Jim Bunning on it, so in a near mint 7, happy to grab that sucker. And then a couple more weird things, and then I'll be done. JT also made some customs for a few of us guys and brought them to us. He made me this 1973 Topps Adrian Beltre, hitting a home run off a knee. Very, very cool. 73 Topps design. Love it. And JT is just generous. Just a super great guy. Wise beyond his years, but he was at a party with Blake Jameson, and Blake Jameson was giving away a bunch of stuff, Project 70 cards and stuff, and Jake gave me the Babe Ruth from the Colossus of Clout, the Sultan of Swat, the King of Crash, the Great Bambino, obviously a reference to the Sandlot. And this is a Project 70 card done by Chinatown Market. So yeah, that was just a great little bonus. All right, keeping the truck going. All right, best story for me of the day and perhaps of the weekend. A couple of weeks ago, this involves JT again, man. He's just part of a lot of stories, but we were talking and I saw that all the different signers that were going to be there. And I'm not an autograph guy buying them at the show. I don't need to go meet the player. There are people that love that, and that's awesome. But I usually think the prices are pretty extraordinary to pay to get someone to sign an item. And usually I would only want to do that if the item was super unique, like really rare or just special. And this, what I'm about to show you, qualifies as special. I'm a huge Perez Steel guy. As anybody that's watched any of my videos knows, I love anything done by Dick Perez. The Hall of Fame postcards are some of my favorite things. And I should probably grab one because it'll make sense. I'll show you what they look like. Hold on. Okay, so here's an Ernie Banks as an example. And you can see it's a painting by Dick Perez. It's got the player's name, and I try to get all of these signed. Okay, they're cool postcards printed by Steel Galleries, Frank Steel Galleries. That's why they're called Perez Steels. Dick Perez painted them. You know, Frank Steel distributed them, printed them, and distributed them in sets. They come in sets of 10,000. You can see there. So I love these, right? So I'm going to put this one here as a reference. Move it over here. And Dick Perez, these haven't been printed in 20 years. Dick Perez is still painting the paintings, though. They're on his website. He usually just does one and, you know, sells it off. Well, all those images are still archived on his website. And so JT took the images of some players that we're going to be signing. We made them into the same postcard size. We found the font, and this is what he did. So this is Jeff Bagwell. Jeff Bagwell was signing, but I wasn't able to get him. Just a communication snafu, not the end of the world. He's not hard to get, but you can see how they look compared to the real Perez Steels. They're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. And they look really great. They are blank back, but that's okay. These are meant to be signed and slabbed. There were some guys that I was able to get, and one of them is right here, Lee Smith. Look how good that looks. There's his. We'll call them Perez Grugans because JT did them and made them. And for those of you wondering, look, I'm not reselling these or anything. I just printed the image, and I'm not, you know, Mr. Dick Perez, please don't be upset. I love your stuff, and I just wanted to make a special item so that I could continue your legacy of making these awesome cards. And I'm sure I'm not the first person to think of this either. I'm sure there are others out there, but still pretty unique and pretty cool. But there's the Lee Smith that I got signed. And I paid up for these guys again. I paid, you know, what they cost to get autographed because I just thought they were so special. Here's the Jim Thome I had done. Look how good that looks. Man, so cool. And then lastly, Mike Piazza. Not cheap autographs, but if I'm going to get their, you know, it's one thing to get them on a card that Topps distributes or something. It's another to get them on a unique piece like this for your collection. This is the collecting what you love. I love these, so I'm willing to pay to get them done the way I want them done. It's that simple. I wish there was some more magic to it. There's just not. I love them. I was willing to pay the money. There you go. So happy to add these. There's a lot of other guys in that I can get. I'm going to start having them printed. JT will print them up for me. I'm going to send them off for TTMs and stuff and try to complete as many as I can because they're just awesome. So I'll eventually send these in to get slabbed, just as postcards, you know, and have them slabbed like the rest of them. They'll go with their fellow Hall of Fame postcards. So that's it for the show, man. That is a wrap. That is all I have for you guys. Thanks for following along the journey all week. You guys were great. I got tons of comments, tons of views. You guys are, I hope, enjoying the content and enjoying the journey of the National through my eyes. I had a great time again. Thanks to everybody out there. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to go to sleep now. Keep collecting.